Hi Capricorn, this is Lisa from The Right Guidance, here to bring in your channeled intuitive love reading for the second half of January. I apologize that it's now the 20th. I got bombarded with clients and too much channeling, and my apologies, but I'm here. I'm going to work with two decks to channel in your messages, and then the second part of the reading is going to be, how do they feel about you? Okay, so I'm going to work with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. And then, you know this one, my favorite, the Love Pack. And you are going to be a real big part of that second half using your intuition, okay, to choose which pack of cards has how do they feel about you. So whoever you have in your mind's eye, if it's someone you're already in a relationship with or someone you have feelings for, I ask your guides to bring in that guidance that you need to help you along your path right now. So let me tilt the card. The card. Let me tilt the screen down. Of course, you can see my dog Rocky in the background. Just came in from outside, so he's wet and full of snow. All right, so clear and accurate guidance. Of course, I'm asking for the sign of Capricorn. What do they need to know for the second half of the month? How can we best help them? Okay. For those of you who are new to my channel, you're very, very welcome here. I channel in my guidance, and I'm here not to bring you fluff. I'm here to bring you reality. I'm not here to clickbait you. I'm here just to be authentically me and who I have been this whole time. I've been hiding on Facebook, but I'm now here on YouTube. So subscribe if you enjoy the content once it's done. Okay, so these are your messages. As you can see, I keep them face down because we are going to channel them in all at once as the card gets flipped over individually, okay? We're going to hear whoever's guides pop up with guidance. Sometimes one card meaning could have a few depending on how many guides want to speak up on behalf of their person, okay? And then we'll do the second part as soon as I get through this. Ready? I'm ready. All right. For the second half of the month, in terms of love, it looks like you are breaking free from something that's been holding you back. It could be that you are finally, moving on from a past relationship in your heart. Maybe you're finally letting go. Sometimes we can hold on to people for quite some time, and maybe now you're feeling like, your emotions are finished. There's a finale, I hear. Someone's guide said, like, there's finally a finale. And it could be that, you've done the work. And I hope you've done the work as a life coach. I'm hoping you have done the work. And if that works on your own or with the help of someone, then great. But it looks like, you're now free. And this is free to express yourself, free to look for something more meaningful. Now, even for those of you coupled up, there could have been a subject matter I hear that was a real strain on the relationship. And that could mean, you guys had some financial issues. Maybe there was a job change, a schedule change, and something, maybe I hear someone's guys say like something threw a wrench in the relationship. And now that you guys have maybe settled it or things are now settling down, I see and I hear that it's time for you guys to acknowledge that you can put your relationship first. So whatever it is that you're moving away from, whatever drama has ended, and whenever you're healing from, this is a really great message. Okay, wonderful. We have you embracing. Now you do see the world in front. So this would be like the world card, and this is a traditional tarot card deck as well, even though it's focused more on love. Now, this is embracing, what you've always wanted. Have you ever actually done the work and thought, what is it I want in love relationships? What is it I want for romance? What does a great sex life look like? And then it's about opening up. See how his arms are open? It's about opening up and putting energy into that realm. Okay? You can have the world, right? But just like anything, guess what that takes? Work and effort and even communication. So for those of you partnered and, you're wanting more from the relationship, as most of relationships, it's always evolving. What is it you want now? Can you communicate that to your partner? And then can you implement the strategy and the energy needed in order to embrace life to the fullest and to embrace your love life and to embrace your sex life or, your intimacy, whatever level needs to be embraced. Okay. And then my singles, here's the thing, now that I can see that you are free from the shackles that have been holding you back, your own emotions, a past relationship. We don't need to point fingers here, but you're ready to open up your arms to receive and to really embrace what it is you need. And hopefully that last relationship allowed you to see, you know what, this was what was missing. This is what I need in relationships. And this is what I'm going to put out to the universe in this card, like telling the universe exactly, telling my guides, telling my angels, telling God, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This was the missing puzzle piece, and I'm opening my arms to allow for a true love partner to come in. See, this is piggybacking off that message. Opening up your arms to receive, seeing a new path ahead of you, couples, singles. Again, the acknowledgement of what was missing, the acknowledgement of where to put energy and really, truly what's important. A lot of us juggle a lot of things in life, and we create these schedules that are of our own making. What is important to you for the second half of the month, Capricorn? That's up to you. And this is about you taking a path towards your goal for your relationship, because this is a relationship reading, right? If this was a general reading, I would say that's career, but this is about you spreading your wings in the relationship dynamic you're in, or for a future relationship, and taking a new path. We have to stop doing things the way we've always done them, because things need to change and the dynamic needs to change. And you and your partner are both wanting this. Okay. And the divine is saying, listen, now it's up to you to put energy. See how there's a big ball of energy at the top of that card. It's about going towards that with assertive energy and moving towards having romantic time away, or setting up, you know, the dynamic for more sex or more intimacy or more FaceTime away from the kids, or whatever you need to do, or even with other couples having more fun. Maybe your goal is to have more fun, because seeing our partner with their friends and seeing them engaged, that's attractive too. So maybe, you know, having more fun is on your list, on your bucket list for your relationship. So your next card is the card of embrace. Again, very, very similar to the card of healing. See, in both cases, this guy is shedding the chains and releasing what's been holding him back. And this card, it's about taking off the old. Again, like I've already said, stop doing things the way that you've always been doing them, or stop being the person in relationship that you are in every relationship's dynamics, where you're the giver, never the receiver, and then that leaves you resentful, right? So this is about being very clear on what you need in a partnership or in the next partnership that comes up, being aware of what is it I need, and I'm going to now embrace that. I'm going to release, you know, the old ways of doing things. I'm going to release the old ways I loved. I'm going to release the old ways I ignored. Red flags. Acknowledging that piece is big. It's going to be a big release. And see, the divine is a real big part of this, because the divine has a plan for you, my friend. Yeah. Some of you might be thinking that there's no hope. You know, I'm never going to find that right relationship, or my marriage is never going to change. But everything can change when a partnership is committed to change. And it looks like you're both committed to change, because you both are embracing the change and you're both spreading your wings. Okay. So all of this is your ego talking you out of believing that you could have the partnership that you've always dreamed of. Okay. This is the ego getting in the way. The ego will constantly talk and keep us from holding ourselves back from maybe not putting up a dating profile, or maybe changing a style, getting a new hairdo, getting some new profile pictures for the dating relationship, you know, for the right person to find you, because everything's current and you're looking more confident. Because energy, a lot of people are empath. A lot of people can pick up energy. So if it's an old picture of you, you want new, current, healed you in the photographs. Again, people in a relationship dynamic already, and you speaking your truth, and this is you maybe not thinking your partner is going to be receptive to what you have to say. And that is all in your head, my friend. Okay. Leading into the trust and have faith card. So it's all in your head. The ego is talking to you, but here's the divine laying out the cards in a precise order. See, they don't mess around when they work with me, because I don't mess around with my clients. It's about you trusting and having faith right now. You see in this card here, she's got her eyes closed and she's just centered in faith to say, I'm going to put the right energy out there. I'm going to bring in the communication to the partner I already have, and I'm going to voice what I need in a very calm, because it's for the better of both of you. It's not just for yourself. It's saying, you know, let's do these wonderful things together. It's all in your presentation. And then to trust that your partner's reply will be a favorable one, okay? Again, I think a lot of you could have had some challenging times, and it could have been because of you were breaking free from something, or again, that wrench, like someone's guide said, that wrench got that put in the system. I was fine. I've been talking to clients all morning. So this could be someone needs to speak their truth. Again, share your feelings with your partner. Share what's on your mind and heart, because that's important in all relationships, is to speak your truth. And you know, this is you protecting your heart by not speaking your truth. This is why they made my throat show up with this in particular. You have to share what's on your mind. Even those of you who are single, if you haven't quite, you know, fully healed, then you need to speak to somebody. You need to speak to a counselor or a therapist if you need to, depending on the severity of the trauma. Maybe some of you even have PTSD from an ending and really need to heal that before you can be ready, because here is a card and an indication that you are defensive and you are scared to share. Okay, let's see what else is happening here. Oh, look at this. It's a great card. Capricorn, for real, love abounds here. See, the card is surrounded in green, which is the card of healing, the color of healing, sorry. And it lets me know in relationships, all those things that the universe brought to the relationships dynamic was a test to make you guys stronger and better than before. And that is going to bring a healing, because it's a recommitment to the relationships dynamic and a real commitment to what's important and how you spend time together and how your intimacy is a priority and how romantic times and dates and all that yada yada. That's going to bring a big healing to the relationship, right? Because you're making it a priority in the second half of the month. Now, for those of you who are single, this is an indication that love is just around the corner. So if love is just around the corner, you got some work to do. You got to be chop and ready. You want to make sure that there is space in your life. You want to make sure that you're feeling confident and looking confident on the outside and the inside. So again, working with a coach, working with a therapist or counselor, whatever you need to do, or just doing your journaling and processing what you've learned so you don't repeat. Okay, very important. Okay, look at this. I just said an opportunity is coming. You know, it looks like an opportunity is coming, and you got opportunity is beckoning. The person right now has their back to you, so they're not in your life yet. Okay, but an opportunity is coming for you in love, especially my singles. And then for those of you in couples, the opportunity is there to change the relationships dynamic. Right now, you and your partner might have your back to each other, and it's important that with the communication, with the healing, that a new love is going to abound for the both of you, and a new opportunity to face each other and take on the world. Because remember, you got that beautiful card of embracing the world and embracing a new energy dynamic for your love relationship. This is good stuff, don't you think? Okay, now let's do the love pack and see what messages are coming through for that. You have I know the light's weird in here, the card of tenderness. And this is about connection, and my couples, even my singles, moving towards tenderness, moving back towards touch and intimacy and kissing and hand holding and FaceTime over dinner and leaving the phones off when you're together and making the relationship dynamic an important one. And even my singles, this looks like, you know, the person that's coming in is very kind-hearted, wants to know about you, and it's a slow taking time, again, playing kissy face, just slow energy dynamic and beautiful connection. A new adventure. This is the card of enjoyment. So again, you and your partner, or you and your new partner, the partner that's coming in, are going to be very much about having local adventures, maybe being a tourist in your city. I love that. When I was in a relationship, I love just, you know, trying new things and just dumping we live in Toronto, and, you know, Toronto has like little Italy, little Portugal, and just going to these little areas and supporting local and having local adventures. This could even mean for those of you who, I mean, we're in winter, you could be skiers, and maybe you and your husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or a new partner would be taking in the slopes, maybe, you know, going snowshoeing, or you're in Canada. We don't live in an igloo. It's just snowing right now. And then maybe those of you who live in different climates, doing things more in a nature setting. So maybe your tenderness comes from going for a lovely walk in a park, going to a garden, going somewhere where it's quiet and it's nature based. That's what both of those cards usually mean, okay? Planting seeds. You and your partner are planting new seeds, and you and your future partner are going to be hand in hand planting new seeds for the future. That's what that card means, okay? And then, yeah, interesting that they brought this card up at the end. Some of you could be healing from the infidelity, okay? Usually when they're showing, you know, taking off the old energy, like that card of embrace, and then the healing card is usually, you know, you healing from something that really rocked your world. And some of you could be healing from an infidelity. This could also be an indication that someone is thinking the grass is greener on the other side, and is maybe thinking, you know what, if I leave this relationship, is the energy dynamic in another relationship better? So this could mean that someone's attention is turned away from their partner. So if that's you have to consider very carefully about doing that. I think it's just a matter of like putting the right energy into the relationship you have and watering that garden. Okay. So let's now ask for your guides and your angels to step in to bring guidance about how the person on your mind feels about you. And receiving that guidance is an important one. And whatever messages do come up in that, it's important for you to realize that I am going to tell you the truth. Okay. So, I mean, subscribe to my channel if you always want, you know, authentic content and real talk, because this is your earth school, and allow me to be your teacher and allow me to be your guide through that. Okay. So I'm holding these cards and I'm asking your angels and guides to step forward to bring in clear and accurate communication about how this person feels about my Capricorn viewer. I want you to give clear communication to my Capricorn viewer on what grouping of cards holds the message and answer for them. So what's going to happen, guys, is you're going to see me shuffle the cards, and as they prompt me, certain cards are going to be laid out. Okay. And you're going to be picking a grouping of cards, okay, that you feel called to. And I'm going to put a card from the love pack on top to piggyback. Okay, so I'm going to ask your guides and angels, is there a card that piggybacks off this card here? This card's message, please. What do we have? Apparently we have two. Okay, for grouping 2, please. Clear and accurate guidance. Thanks. 3. Oh, making it easy on me. They're doing that. Okay. All right. Excuse me. All right, guys. Grouping 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What grouping are you most attracted to receive your guidance? All right. So let's see how this person feels about my Capricorn. Okay, let's do the green. Oh, beautiful. This person feels like you bring a vitality and an energy to this relationship's dynamic that you, in the card, you see the person, you're very colorful. They see you having many interests, and they see that you are a go-getter. You put energy into what you're interested in the moment. Okay. And they see you as being, very intuitive, very grounded, very spiritual in nature. Okay. The second, now this is the love pack messages. They see you as, you know, it's the card of truth, but this is someone who is open. This is someone who gives the key to their heart. So they could see you as being someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, someone who tells the truth. Oopsies. 1 second. That's my friend. Sorry, I always turn my phone off, but I had so many clients, it just threw me off. But this is, yeah, they see you as being authentic, an authentic sharer, someone they can trust, someone who they can tell their innermost secrets to, and you'll hold it in the vault. Okay, so they find you're very trustworthy with that information. And when they're with you, so cute. When they're with you, they don't think about anything else. They feel like they're floating on air. They feel like they could spend hours and hours with you and in your company. They feel like, you know, you guys have fantastic communication, great conversations, and that you do bring an incredible energy dynamic to your partnership and to the relationship with one another. Okay? So I hope you've enjoyed that. So grouping 2, those of you who picked grouping 2, how do they feel about you? Capricorn, they want to open up to you. They want to share what's on their mind. They want to share their goals. They want to share their dreams, and they want to share their life with you, I believe. Okay, I haven't seen what the second card is. As you see, I keep my cards face down. This is someone who is ready, okay, to share, ready to speak their truth, ready to open up and feelings that they've repressed. So they see this in you. They see that you're ready to talk about what's important. So maybe they're waiting for you to take the steps, because just thinking about that relationship that we, you know, some of the dynamics I picked up on with your guides showing me, this is really important. So maybe they're waiting for you to make the first move. Okay. And then how they also feel about how they feel about you. They want to swing from the chandelier. They want to play Tarzan and Jane with they see your sex life as being an erotic one, and one that they want more of. So I guess you guys have really, really great sex, but they want to also have fantastic communication with you, and that they are looking probably for you to make the first move in opening up about your true feelings. Maybe you guys haven't talked about feelings, but maybe you have had physical. And if you haven't had physical and you're in the sharing of feelings mode, you know, it looks like when it comes, this is, you know, this is how they see you. They're very, very attracted to you in that way. Oh, yeah. Let's go to grouping 3. How do they feel about my Capricorn? They see you guys committed and coming together. Okay. They do see a blend of energy. Now, again, we have a green card, which means there's been a healing that's taking place. So again, from the reading that I just gave, it's very possible that there is a renewal in a committed relationship already. That's very healing. You guys are recommitted, and you both are on the same page. You're both on the same page, and that's how they see you. They see you that this is a recommitment, that you guys, everything you've gone through is really a stepping stone to bring you together into a higher energy, a higher level of commitment. Okay. Singles, this would mean you coming together with someone who's very healing, someone who wants the same thing, you know, a blend of energies that works well in partnership. Okay. And then also, this is also how they feel about you. And maybe, you know, for some of you, there's a neediness. Okay. So maybe, a big part of, you know, what's bringing you back together is the commitment to the self, the commitment to saying, you know what, my goals are a priority, and I need to make sure that there's time in our energy dynamic, our relationship, that your needs are being met and my needs are being met, and you have time with your friends and I have time with mine. And that way, you know, you are giving yourself freedom. So it's possible that they see you as someone who maybe was all about them, and they want you to be balanced. And a balanced relationship are two people coming together in a relationship that have separate interests. Even doesn't matter if you have the same interests, but separate friends, separate interests, clients. Sorry guys, let me turn this off. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm a popular girl today. What can I say? Yeah, but this is, you know, definitely, you know, them wanting you to have more of a life that isn't just tied to them being their your be all and end all. Okay. So when, even for singles, when you have outside interests, it's a lot more attractive to say, like, you know what, I play a sport, or I volunteer, or I'm a part of this charity group, or, you know, whatever you're out, I take a course. It's, I go to the gym, I go to Zumba. It's important that you have your own interests, and that will, you know, let that person find you more attractive. That maybe their past relationship, the person was incredibly needy, and they don't want a new dynamic with someone who's also clingy and thinks that they have to be your pure entertainment source. Okay. All right, let's go to group 4. Group 4, how do they feel about you? Beautiful. Moving into a higher level of commitment. In this beautiful photograph, we have a hand fasting ceremony, and a hand fasting ceremony is a marriage. It is coming together. It is a commitment. It is moving forward. So this is I love this artwork. It's simple, but it shows that the energy of love, and two people with their hands open to receive love brought in by the divine. Okay. Moving to a higher level of commitment for those of you in relationship, because you are both wanting the same thing. You're both on the same page, and you are recommitting to the relationship because you guys have made a new commitment to each other. Okay. So love is there. the divine has brought whatever monkey wrench that they've thrown in to help strengthen the relationship, and realize that the divine, your angels, guides, everything is in charge, and that you guys are moving to a higher level of commitment to one another as a part of that dynamic. Okay, so even if you're single, the person that's coming in is very much in tune with you, wanting the same thing, wanting a commitment, not just like thinking that there's a dating catalog out there. This person's authentically looking for a relationship. The divine is in charge of how this person is brought in, though, just so you know. Okay. And then, yeah, the second part, how do they feel about you? That they can have adventures with you. Okay. So people in marriages, relationships, and then a new dynamic coming in for singles, it's very important that, you know, how this person sees you is they like being in your company. They want to have adventures with you. They want to make memories with you. You're the person they want to have these things with. Okay? That's beautiful. Congratulations. Okay? And then grouping 5, how they feel about you is they feel, you know, that you're worth the effort, that, you know, again, in marriages and relationships that have gone through something, which we picked up in the reading, you know, this is a commitment. Look how beautiful. This guy is creating a mural of the relationship he wants, where two people, see in the photograph here, Mary and Joseph, basically in this card, have each other's back. They are in an embrace. They are committed to being there for one another. So how the person sees you is that with lots of effort, you and them can make this happen. Okay? For my singles, again, the person that's coming in is going to have your back. How they see you is they know that the effort to trust, maybe they see that you might have some trust issues, but they're going to show you that you can have their back. They're going to put in that effort towards you. Isn't that nice? And then how they feel about you. Interesting card. How they feel. This is not, they don't think you're the villain. What they, look at this card. It's someone's tied her to the tracks. This is someone on the outside being a villain to your relationship's dynamic. So this could be meddling in-laws, friends and family who don't approve of the relationship. This could be you don't have your family or your friends don't have your best interest. So they could, and this could be a religious thing. This could be thinking that, especially in a new dynamic, how this person sees you, they could see, oh, if I'm a different culture or I'm a different religion, this could be a problem. Okay, so they could see that, you know, they're going to need to put in big effort to make this relationship happen, because there could be someone throwing a wrench. There could be, again, a religious thing, a cultural background that could be a big issue as to them deciding about the future of this relationship. But it looks like they're going to put in the effort that's needed. So take a breath. Okay. For my couples, it looks like you could have, you know, someone in your midst who's trying to ruin your relationship, who's trying to meddle, who's trying to impose their will, I hear. So what you need to do is make sure that, you know, you and your partner are having enough time to foster a healthy dynamic, lots and lots of love and time for adventure and time to yourselves to create this energy dynamic. And basically this is saying that don't let anyone interfere in the relationship that you have with the person that you love. You're in charge. Take your power back. All the best to you, Capricorn. I hope this has been helpful. I love comments, likes, share with your friends about my page, and subscribe for future wonderful content that I promise to bring. Ciao.